Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Sarah Filipiak, and I'd love to take a moment to share just a little about myself and the philosophy behind my work. So, my mission has always been to nurture and empower every person I'm fortunate enough to connect with. And that's what's led me to this work. I started in pedagogy, which it's the science of understanding how an individual, how they think, how they act, how they motivate, and also how they learn, so I can tailor education unique to what they need. So this foundation gave me the passion for coaching peak performance both for an individual but also at scale. So fast forward to the earlier parts of my career. I built a startup that scaled into a franchising company that grew across the Midwest into profitable locations. And that ability to develop go-to-market strategies, infrastructure, and enablement that empowered the success for my own customers, my team members, and ultimately my franchisees through that proven enablement foundation that opened up successful territories was really transformative. I have a background being a top seller, a sales leader, and a franchising leader, so I see the world through each lens that I enable to give them a plug-and-play path to mastery in their role. I believe that if we can define a clear target, a standard of excellence, provide a clear, duplicable path to mastery and autonomy for every person, and give them the reinforcement and the empowerment to realize that they're a critical component in a movement much bigger than any one of us, that becomes a clear path to rapid growth and success. So, I've brought my background in my proven coaching and enablement frameworks, and I've installed them for companies such as Wayfair, Coupa, and Amazon. My Seller Acceleration Program is built as a coaching-centric progressive system that's been proven to take people that have never sold before to becoming masterful sellers with a ramp of 7.5 times faster and also exceeding quota in their first quarter. And most recently, I did that for the 5th most profitable business unit at Amazon, which then scaled the sales org by 625%. So in that example, the people that I was coaching were actually non-sellers. They were cloud computing engineers that were told that they had to sell. So the very first question I asked during their session was, who here thinks that sales is a dirty word? Every hand in the room went up. But by the end of those 2 days, they learned that sales, it's not about pushing an agenda. It's about learning how to better connect with the individuals that we help really speak their language so that we can help collaborate to unlock their potential. And by the end of those 2 days, those individuals were now conversationally fluent as sellers, even outperforming some sellers in the org that had 20 plus years of experience. But best yet, they all saw that that training was invaluable not just for sales conversations, but it made them better consultants for the clients that they already assist in their cloud environments. And that's part of my philosophy. I believe that we're all in sales. Sales is truly emotional intelligence in action. How can I earn someone's trust to learn a little bit more about their situation and find a collaborative way to get them to where they want to go? That's it. That's really what we do with our colleagues. It's what we do with those that we lead if we're in leadership. It's what we do with our significant others. So what I teach is conversational intelligence that continues to produce winning outcomes, which accelerates performance, time to first deal, op creation, sales cycle velocity, higher deal conversion, sales prices, and ultimately customer success with us. So when you invest in the highest level of success in the service of others, I've always believed that the business follows. And that's one of the core components of my proven framework. I also believe that effective coaching and enablement must be learner-centric. How often do we sit through one-size-fits-all trainings or outdated materials that don't show the learner the relevance or applicability into their role? It happens all the time. So my unique blend of pedagogy and franchise-grade strategy builds enablement around the individual learner, whilst in group settings at scale. I use a mix of learning modalities in which all learners use practical application in the core skills that they're going to need to do in their work. So sellers think critically and continuously test drive their actual operation for the business they'll be responsible for running. By giving learners a safe space to learn, to hone their skills in their own voice and practice, We also give them the clear examples of what good looks like. We're helping learners drive their own book of business in a scalable way that they feel confident, autonomous, and able to produce at their highest velocity. So I also believe that enablement must be intentional. Coming into an organization, there's oftentimes a bunch of stuff, bits and pieces that were not engineered to go together. And when trainings are coupled together, the materials are outdated and there isn't a clear plug-and-play path designed in a systematic way, sellers are left more so confused than they are empowered. With my background in franchise systems, it's important to ask the right questions, to partner across an entire operation and collaborate to build end-to-end foundations that make sense. So when we are all clear in the role that we play and all these pieces fit together, we've got the recipe to rapidly expand that franchise. But this is often not the case, and we don't have that clear, cohesive strategy across all of our stakeholders. Not a single function, even not a single department. So I hope this helps you get a little flavor about me, about my work. I'm someone that I live for that aha moment in someone else. And no matter whom you find in terms of what you're looking for, I really hope you find someone with the same passion for those that they empower and the energy that they're going to bring into your organization, where all stakeholders feel bought in, purposeful, and ready to run through that proverbial brick wall in their work. I believe when passion meets purpose, alchemy happens. So I wish you nothing but success. Nice to meet you.